Well then, Harvey Barnes is looking like the next man through the door for Newcastle United after they confirmed that Alan St-Maximin was on his way to Saudi Arabia. Of course, he hasn't travelled to America for the pre-season trip. So Harvey Barnes is next in the door. We've also got news of a possible other bid for another midfielder in the Premier League. Also, Karl Darlow, it looks like his destination might still be in the Premier League. Eddie Howe has spoken about Sandro Tonali and how he is actually proud to be at Newcastle United and has put to bed all these stupid rumours that he was in tears leaving AC Milan. And also, reports have come in how Newcastle find it very frustrating how especially they can't get rid of 3 players that they want out of the club. But let's have a look at everything this morning. Lots of news to get through. This is the Daily News. Hi everybody and welcome back to the Toon Review YouTube channel. My name's Paul and this is the Daily News Show. A lot of news to get through this morning, some really intriguing news. But we'll start off as normal. If you do enjoy the show, guys, please do give it the thumbs up. Very important that we stay up there in the YouTube search results. And with your help, we will do exactly that. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do hit the subscribe button. It is completely free to do so. Come and be part of this wonderful community here on the Toon Review. And also hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any future videos. Right, let's get into this, guys. And as you can see at the bottom, Harvey Barnes due on Tyneside today. A £38 million fee has been agreed with Leicester City. Now, we believe that it is now just a case of getting the medical done and getting him on a plane and out to the States to join up with his new teammates. Many people have questioned the transfer bid, of course. Newcastle United, getting rid of Maxi for around... Is it 20 million, 26 million euros? We don't know the exact cost yet. Newcastle haven't certainly announced anything with regards to that. But it certainly looks like Barnes' price tag is 38 million. Now, Leicester did originally put a price tag of 50 million pounds on the Leicester winger's head. However, that was deemed to be extortionate, to be honest, for Harvey Barnes. But they have agreed 38 million pounds. Now, I have seen plenty Newcastle fans... really arguing and disappointed with that, saying we're paying too much. Why get rid of Maxi for such a small fee and bring in Barnes at a bigger fee? Now, you have to remember, Barnes is English. They tend to, go for more money than European players do. Certainly, we've seen that in the past, and you look at the likes of Declan Rice's £105 million transfer fee this summer as well. So it tends to be a little bit higher when you're talking about English players, but there is a lot of unrest about Maxi going. Of course, I did that video yesterday, got a lot of good feedback. I also put something out on Twitter last night saying that I didn't think Maxi was a legend at the club. Now, that's not to say that I haven't appreciated what Maxi's done for Newcastle United. I just don't think that legendary status is something that you can, give to Maxi. Certainly a fan cult hero, no doubt about that. But when you're talking about legends, you're looking at Shearer, Milburn, Gallagher, Moncur, etc. So you're looking at those sort of players. But he's not a legend, in my opinion, but I do wish him the very best of luck out in Saudi Arabia, and hopefully he'll tear up the league over there. But as for Harvey Barnes, he's due at the training ground today to complete the medical, complete the move, and they will get him on a plane as soon as possible out to the United States to join up with his new teammates. Are you excited about seeing Harvey Barnes? Let me know in the comments below. Now, another player that has been mentioned with Newcastle United quite a lot in a couple of transfer windows is Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher. Now, Gallagher himself is valued at Chelsea at £50 million. This £50 million for English players seems to be around the league. You talk about Harvey Barnes just before there. Leicester putting a price tag originally of £50 million on his head. Now, Conor Gallagher has, he's represented England. He's done well at Chelsea. He's had a few loans elsewhere and done really, really well. I don't think he's anywhere near worth £50 million. Now, apparently, Newcastle have tabled a concrete offer. It has been reported that a concrete offer has been made. However, there's no details of the offer, as in transfer fee or anything like that. And we're led to believe that Everton have also tabled an offer for Conor Gallagher. Now, Gallagher was always going to leave Chelsea for me this summer. I don't think he fits in with Pochettino's plans. And, given the size of the Chelsea squad, I think there's players well ahead of him in the first 11, which may be why Chelsea are actually, pulling the trigger now and getting rid of him. However, would Conor Gallagher be a good fit for Newcastle? I think he would. I think he's a very, very, very good player. And again, we're talking about squad building here. And Conor Gallagher would be perfect for that squad building exercise that Eddie Howe is doing at Newcastle United. But £50 million, it seems a bit extortionate for me for the Chelsea midfielder. Look, he's 23-year-old. He's not even in the peak of his career yet. He's represented England. He's been on a couple of loans. He's had good experience with Chelsea as well. So, yeah, he is a talent. There's no doubt about that. But £50 million worth of talent, I'm not so sure. Let me know in the comments what you think Conor Gallagher's worth would be. And are we targeting the right position now? With Harvey Barnes coming in, should we be looking at a left-back? Because I think a left-back should be priority for Newcastle now. I don't know about you guys, but certainly my feelings are that we need to start covering the left-back position and very, very quickly as well. But let me know in the comments, is it left-back or midfield that we should be strengthening? Karl Darlow has always been on, the lips of everybody thinking he's going to leave the club this summer. Now, originally, there was Hull City interested in, Middlesbrough interested in. I thought Middlesbrough would have been a very, very good move for Karl Darlow, but that hasn't came to fruition at all. And there's been, in the last few days, certainly Leeds United have been the favourites to sign him. Bournemouth were mentioned a couple of weeks ago, but it seems now that Bournemouth is going to be Karl Darlow's destination. If it was up to Karl Darlow, then obviously he would want to stay in the Premier League. Will he be going as Bournemouth's number one? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. But of course, the £5 million price tag was putting Hull City off. It was putting Middlesbrough off. Given his performances in the friendlies so far this season, £5 million, it doesn't seem like a lot of money these days to certainly Premiership teams. But when you're looking lower down in the Championship, £5 million can be an awful lot of money. So they have to get the spending right. Middlesbrough don't feel like that valuation is correct, and neither do Hull City. Bournemouth do, by all accounts, and so do Leeds United. But it seems like Bournemouth are generating stronger interest from Darlow himself than Leeds United. So very interesting to see where he will end up. But that should be done, I would think, regarding Darlow within the next week or so. There was a lot of rubbish going online when Sandro Tonali, of course, signed for Newcastle a couple of weeks ago. There was rigmarole saying, he's been in tears and everything like that, leaving AC Milan. What a load of utter bollocks that was, by the way. And, of course, Eddie Howe has come out very strongly and denied that as well. Of course, we know that Eddie has said in the past that he will only accept players into Newcastle who actually want to be part of the club and who will run on bare feet to come to St James's Park and perform on a weekly basis. And he said Sandro Tonali is one of those players. He is rubbished. Completely rubbished the rumours that he was in tears leaving Milan, and he said, of course I only want players who want to be here, and Sandro is part of that team. He wants to be here. He wants to perform for Newcastle United, and he's proud. The big words there. He is proud to be at Newcastle United. So I think for all that rubbish from the media, of course, it mainly came from Italy, didn't it? Milan supporters and Milan reporters, coming out with absolute bull rot about him crying when he realised he was leaving Milan. It was a load of rubbish, and we knew that. But it's great to see Eddie coming out and saying that Sandro is proud to be here, and certainly given his performance against Rangers, we have a lot to look forward to with Sandro Tonali. And finally, it has been reported that the top brass at Newcastle United are getting very frustrated that they cannot move certain players out of the club that they want gone, free up some wages. 3 players particularly were mentioned in this report: Jeff Hendrick, Ryan Fraser and Isaac Hayden. Now, I'm not putting Isaac Hayden in the same boat as Hendrick and Fraser. I'll come on to that in a minute. But Hendrick and Fraser, basically Championship players on Premier League wages. Hendrick, of course, has been out on loan a few times. He's back at the club now, just wasting away in the reserves, as is Ryan Fraser, who, he's as much use as a nun's vagina. He's absolutely ridiculous. His attitude stinks, and that will have spread across a lot of the clubs in the UK. Are they willing to spend a lot of money on a player who has twice now shown that his attitude is wrong and is now just fading away in the under-21s, wasting his career away. And that just kind of shows you what kind of attitude. Because for me, if I was Ryan Fraser and I was in that situation, I'd be looking to get a move. I'd be looking for a club to take me on. But I'd also, if I wanted to continue my footballing career, I'd realise that I'm not going to get the same kind of money I'm going to get at Newcastle United, and maybe take a wage cut and continue your career. That's if he wants to continue playing football. If he wants to rot in the under-21s and, of course, keep his wages, we've seen that at many different clubs in the past, then that's what he'll do. But Eddie Howe's made it perfectly clear that Ryan Fraser or Jeff Hendrick are not part of the plans. Not part of the plans as well, of course, is Isaac Hayden, but I'm not putting him in the same bracket, of course, as I said before, because I think Isaac Hayden has been the model professional while he's been at Newcastle United and done very well for us. You know, there was a few years ago, of course, he was reportedly unhappy, wanted to go back down south for family reasons, but he didn't. He stayed and he signed a new contract. He never once complained, never once twisted on. He's given all for Newcastle United, and I can only wish Isaac Hayden the best. But again, the problem with Isaac Hayden is his wages. Now, is he still a Premier League calibre player? Could he play at a lower league Premier team, do you think? I don't know. Or is he, again, just a championship player now who is on Premier League wages? Because it is very frustrating. All of us fans keep saying, you know, we need to move the deadwood, etc. It ain't that easy, guys. It really isn't that easy to remove the deadwood at the minute because of the situation with the wages. They were given crazy wages under the previous regime, and that, again, is biting us in the arse. And until we get, you know, a few years down the line where we completely obliterate everything that had to do with Mike Ashley, we are still going to get bitten a couple of times by this. But there you go, guys. That is the Daily News. As usual, let me know all your comments below, what you think of all the news stories today. And, of course, don't forget to give us the thumbs up. It really does help us in the YouTube search results. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do hit that subscribe button and come and be part of this brilliant community. And also hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any future videos. That is all free. You can become a member of the Toon Review if you hit the join button just below. Monthly prizes and things like that, and you're going to be entitled to see the videos a little bit earlier soon as well if you're a member. So lots of members perks coming up. And of course, our Patreon page as well, where you can get extra podcasts from the Toon Review, and we're on all the socials as well, so check us out on all the social media sites. But there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll look forward to reading your comments. But in the meantime, have a great day. Take care.